Hi my dears, welcome back. In the last class we discussed about the basics of lithosphere. Now I am going to take the movement of lithospheric plates. Lithosphere. The lithospheric plates are situated above the asthenosphere, which is in a semi-plastic state. Magma, which is a part of the mantle, remain molten due to the high temperature at the Earth's interior and undergoes continuous convection. This causes the movement of lithospheric plates. The plates move at a speed of 2 cm to 12 cm a year. The speed of this movement has not always been uniform. The different types of plate margins created by the movement of lithospheric plates are transverse margin or shear margin, divergent margin and convergent margin. First one, transverse margin or shear margin. If the plates slide past each other are called transverse margin or shear margin. Next one, convergent margin. If the plates move towards each other are called convergent margin. Last one, divergent margin. If the plates move away from each other are called divergent margin. Let's learn about each one in detail. First one is transverse margins or shear margins. Landforms are not generally created along the margins where the plates slide past each other, but such margins are fault zones. The San Andreas fault zone in North America is an example. As these plate margins are weaker than other areas, such margins are generally vulnerable to earthquake, volcanoes and faults. Next one, divergent margins. Observe the diagram and identify the type of plate margin between the African plate and the South American plate. A 14,000 km long north-south oriented mountain range has been formed in the Atlantic Ocean. This mountain range, known as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, has been formed as a result of the divergence of the African plate and the South American plate. Magma comes out through the gap formed due to the divergence of plates and solidifies to form mountains. These type of mountains are known as mid-oceanic ridges. Last one, convergent margins. If there is any difference in density between the plates along a convergent margin, the denser plate will submerge under the lighter one. These zones are called subduction zones. Ocean ranges are developed in subduction zones. The Challenger Deep in the Pacific Ocean is an example. And also, fault mountains are formed along the convergent margins. For example, the Himalaya is a fault mountain range formed between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. Now you understood that the major relief features on the Earth's surface such as the fault mountains, trenches, plateaus, and volcanoes are the result of plate movements. As a result of the earth movements, some regions on the earth's crust are either raised or lowered. Raising of the crustal portions are called uplift, and lowering of the crust are called subsidence. Let's conclude today's class. What we learned today? Yes, today we learned about the different types of plate margins created by the movements of the lithospheric plates like divergent margin, convergent margin, transform margin or shear margins, and its features. Hope you all understood what we learned today. We will meet in the next class with the rest of the chapter. Thank you.